Hello guys again, また会います。また日本語を勉強する500、528日連続。いつでも続ける、決して止まらない。決して止まらない。決して止まらない。Okay. Okay, we start. So.
されてはいないようだが、しかしこの道は人の身で行くにはあまりにも過酷な夜の道。
Or something taking far too long. あまりにも遅い。
ばかりではなく。ばかりではなく。
私はあの魔導士だけは許すことができないのです。生まれて初めて敗北を喫したばかりでなく、我が国王陛下を侮辱した。
ばかりではなく。This is now the negative form of the previous grammar point.
Not only,
here meaning
but also.
Not just or not only. And this is often used as a way of emphasizing
ばかりでは
surprise
な
at
く。
the way something
ばかりでなく。
is. It's not just the first thing, but also the following. Because of this, the following part of the sentence will often have the more particle, also following. So like we just saw, not only did he suffer defeat, but he also insulted the king. Or like here in Final Fantasy VII Remake, sometimes instead of just using 使うばかりでなく it's better to return.
使うばかりでなく、時には返してやらないとな。
And you might also sometimes see it used with the added わ particle. ばかりではなく。
春菜、暴力で解決するばかりではなくてよ。乱戦になったら一般人の非難もままならないわ。
And this is used in slightly more formal speech. Like seen here, it's not just all bad, but also
決して悪いことばかりではなく、
悪いことばかりではなく、
今回の騒動の中でセキュリティホールを埋めることもできました。
or I cannot rely just on others. I should also
大学とも両立させて私なりに頑張ってます。支えてもらってばかりではなく、自分で前を向いて歩いていかないといけませんから。
Okay, so ばかりでなく or ばかりではなく。The next grammar point is ばかりでなくor ばかりではなく。ばかりでなく。ばかりではなく。
others.
Which means not only but also as well as. Okay. Wait, this R. How do you get this R? Okay. Copy. This is the normal R, but this R, I've never seen someone write this R, to be honest, like in real life. It's only a computer R, which is interesting. ばかりではなく。ばかりでなく、ばかりではなく。ばかりでなく、ばかりではなく。Nabe and Yuki, how's it going, bro? Slightly more formal written emphasis. This is a versatile and three-level grammar point used to express that something isn't limited to one thing. There is more to the story. It is more formal It is the more formal cousin of dake de naku. Dake de naku? I've never seen dake de naku. Okay, bakari de naku. Bakari de naku or bakari de wa naku. Bakari de naku, grammar structure. Bakari de naku, slightly more formal written emphasis. Okay. Meaning not only but also. Not only A but also B, as well as B. It's used to say that A is true and B is also true, with B often being additional, surprising, or stronger. A bakari de naku B. Not only A but also B. Okay, how to connect something bakari de naku, whatever. Okay, not only A but also B. How to connect? Meaning this pattern means not only but also, or as well as. It is used to add information emphasizing that something is true in addition to what was just stated. The second part of the sentence often contains something more surprising, important, or extreme. It is very similar to dake de naku. Core meaning, listing multiple items, qualities, with focus on the added information. Nuance, slightly more formal, literary than dake de naku. But both are common. Common pairings often used with the particle mo also or sae even. In the second clause for emphasis. Example sentence and analysis. 日本語ばかりでなく、中国語も勉強しています。Not only I'll study Japanese, but also Chinese. It clearly adds another language to the list. Translation. I'm studying not only Japanese, but also Chinese. 彼の話は面白いばかりでなく、ためにもなります。Not only it is interesting his story, but also it's troublesome. Instructive, but also instructive. Stories are not only interesting, but also instructive. この仕事は What is this? この仕事は This job requires not only経験が必要なばかりでなく whatever this means, but also creativity. Creativity も必要だ. This is not 必要だ, something else. Okay, anyways, I understood roughly. 大体. Okay, so we have でなく and ではなく. Let's start with でなく and then ではなく. でなく. でなく Why does it look shorter? It looks shorter than I remember. Bakari. Because we need a bakari. I forgot. Bakari de naku. Bakari de naku and bakari de wa naku. And surprisingly, there is only one sentence.
一般市民ばかりでなく、魔法師の支持も失う。
If they lose support of magicians as well as the general public, why is there only one sentence? Bakari de naku, is something wrong? Bakari de naku. There is nothing. Yes, I was looking on immersion here as well and only found one example. Weird, huh? It's a good example, no going to lie, it's beautiful.
一般市民ばかりでなく、魔法師の支持も失う。
It's perfect. But only one, it's a little bit disappointing. I thought this was an easy example to find, you know? Wow.
一般市民ばかりでなく、魔法師の支持も失う。
Shiji mo ushinai. This is ushinau. I thought it was warao. Ushinau. Ushinau means to lose. Ushi. Okay. Ipan shimin means ordinary citizen. The public.
一般市民ばかりでなく、魔法師の支持も失う。
Not only they will use the support of Maho, magician, but also the public. No, it's a Kampeki Nabun, this one. It's a Kampeki Nabun. Maho. Analysis of your sentence. Let's continue the next grammar point. Bekida. Ippan shimin bakari de naku mahou no shiji means support. Shiji mo you always use mo with bakari de naku. Shiji mo ushinau. It loses the support of not only ordinary citizens but also the mages. The maids. Oh, magicians. Okay, small natural tweak, optional but recommended. Says it's grammatically correct, but here are two slightly more natural versions depending on the style. Mahou no jishin mo ushina. What's the difference? More neutral modern. What's the difference? More ichiban bakari de wa naku mahou something kara no jishin mo. No, just let's tilt here. We don't need your tweaks. GPT, your tweaks suck. GPT's tweaks suck. Okay, nadisheko. Nadisheko. Or is it nadisheko? What's the name of the website? Nadeshiko. Okay, so bakari de naku. Bakari de naku. Bakari de naku. No way, there are no sentences? Copy. There are no sentences? What? Bakari de naku, exact search. Search where there are 0 sentences. What? Bakari de wa naku. De wa naku. There is 1 sentence.
鬼門遁甲はそういう大規模な術式ばかりではなく、
Not all of the Ghost Walker sequence are that scale. De wa naku. Why? De wa. Not sure if there are no examples or if the website is down? No. Both, but both. Which website do you mean? The Nadeshiko or or immersion kit. Ah, okay, Nadeshiko. It says 5-2. So Nadeshiko is down. Okay. But bro, is it not a common grammar point, this one?
鬼門遁甲はそういう大規模な術式ばかりではなく、
it's not a like it's not a common grammar point, this one, it seems. Not all ghost walker sequences are that large in scale. 鬼門遁甲はそういう大規模な術式ばかりではなく、not all yeah, what I don't understand, why is the ばかりではなく in the end of the sentence? ばかりではなく、ばかりではなく、ばかりではなく、鬼門遁甲 means, what is a 鬼門遁甲? 鬼門遁甲 is a ghost walkers. As for 鬼門遁甲, it is not limited to only 一番のばかり。一般の文法ばかりではなく、例文もなそう。leak. Bro, not only there we have no sentences, but the sentences are no good, unfinished sentences. This grammar point expect a second's close. Bro, Yuki, I don't understand the sentence. Wait, let me translate. Japanese. 日本語から英語。日本語から英語。It doesn't just cover general grammar and doesn't seem to have any example sentence. Bro.
一般の文法ばかりではなく例文もなさそう。
なさそう。Bro, there are no sentences. There are not enough sentences. 鬼門逃走. So 鬼門逃走 is ghost walker sequence. Bro, it's disappointing. Bro, this day started with a disappointment. Okay. Natural full completion. The sentence is not expect a second clause, so we need a second. Sentence is not even full. It fits with the entire year then. It fits with the entire year. Bro. No, I don't want this year to be such disappointment. Wait, this is this.
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか？
有効じゃないか？
鬼門遁甲はそういう大規模な術式ばかりではなく、個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか。
Will they also be effective on him?
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか。
This is the continuous sentence? Wait. What if we... Seriously, I never thought I'd want 2025 back. Bro.
むしろそちらを警戒すべきだと思うが。
Why does every year have to be worse than the previous, bro? I thought like 2025 is over, is done. Now we are in a better one. But it doesn't seem to be the case. What? Search in Nadeshiko. Oh, Immersion Kit is communicating with Nadeshiko. Okay, so they are cooperating. That's why it's down so now. Why is there no sentence? Wait, wasn't... Wasn't it here?
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか
Okay, well, I don't...
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか
有効じゃないか Wouldn't it be effective? Question mark. No. Copy. Kimon Junko. Isn't Kimon Tonko effective not only for large-scale spell formations like that, but also at the level of individual combat? Wouldn't they also be effective on a personal level combat? No, but the problem...
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか
有効じゃないか。なぜこの文はありませんなりませんなぜわかりません。わかりません。わかりません。うん。
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか
有効じゃないかmeaning, mining. 公園。
個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか
有効じゃないかお戦闘は個人戦闘レベルでも有効じゃないか有効じゃないか Well, it is the year of the Tori. Year of the bird? Uma of the horse. Uma of the horse. Probably 2027 will finally be the year of the baka. Umashika. Umashika. No. Wouldn't they also be effective on personal level combat? But no, the GPT's translation was better. Isn't common Tonko effective not only for large scale? Not all of Ghostwalker sequences are large scale. Wouldn't they also be effective, but also at the level of individual combat? Kimon Tonko, Ghostwalker. Ghostwalker's sequence. Isn't Kimon Tonko effective? Okay. Isn't Kimon Tonko effective not only for scale battle, but also the level of individual combat? Yanmasa, how is it going, bro? 長いから難しいですかいえ、私の日本語のレベルは、もっと、高い。だから、長いでも、問題がありません。キモントンコはそういう大規模な術式は何ですか大規模、術式マジカル、フォームラスペルではなく not only so basically ばかりではなく means not only 個人 means individual 戦闘レベルでも有効 effective 有効じゃないか 有効じゃないか? Okay. Okay, so isn't Kimon Tonko effective not only for large-scale spell formations like that, but also at the individual level of individual combat? So which one means combat? Sento means combat. Kojin Sento means individual combat. For individual battle, isn't it? Yeah. So Sento means combat or battle. Kojin means individual. Okay, it's a perfect sentence. We've got 2 sentences so far. 2 amazing sentences, 2 perfect. But the disappointment is just it's only 2. There are no more. And Nadisheko apparently, it's down. Bakari. Wait, if we write Bakari, it's down. There is no... Unfortunately, we need to move on to the next grammar point. Bakari de wanaku. Bakari. Okay. Oh, the website is down. Unfortunately. But anyways. So we've got only 2 sentences. Dake. Dake ni. Jutsuki. Wait, so the next one is Bekida. Bakaride, we did Bakaride. Next one is Bekida. Bekida, we did it a lot of times. It means should.
2年前の
2年前の Jutsushiki means surgical method. Jutsushiki はその漫画の特別な用語だと思います。This is the specialty. この漫画。何漫画ですか?
鬼門遁甲は
The regular magic high school?
ばかりではなく
The regular? 技が何かな? This is the specialty. Okay. Magical, surgical. Jutsu, shiki. Jutsu and shiki means art. Formula, method. So jutsu means art. Technique. And jutsu shiki means surgical method. Jutsu shiki. Okay. Jujutsu. Wait, jujutsu. Yanmasa, jujutsu wa. Wait, is it jujutsu? Jujutsu wa means surgery, no? Jutsu. No. Jujutsu wa? No. Wait, surgery. How do you say surgery? Isn't shijutsu or jijutsu? Shijutsu desu ka? Shujutsu. Shujutsu is a surgery. Shujutsu wa the surgery desu ne. Treatment. It also treatment means shijutsu. Shijutsu, surgical operation as well. But shujutsu means surgery. Jutsushiki wa 普通の用語としては手術の方式として使います。It's a normal terminology. It's a normal term. 外科 means also surgery, branch of medicine.
外科。
外科のお医者さんが使います。使いますね。外科 used for doctors。でも、手術は誰か使いますか？普通の人？ Okay. 外科 means surgery, but for doctors. No doctor terminology.
のハドソン川。俺たちは新型メタルギアが極秘裏に輸送されるという情報をつかんだ。今思えば疑うべきだった。
Bekida, quite simply, is used following verb
Should
to mean that you
means should. I've seen it so many times.
should
Becky.
or ought to do that action. And
普通の人はまず使いません。Wait, まず first? No, わかりません。Normal people do not use first? Wait, 手術 you mean? You mean 手術？普通の人は手術使いませんか？使いません？
verbs need to be used in the dictionary form, like seen here in Metal Gear Solid 2. Utagao Becky, should doubt. However, here it's being used in the past tense form. Becky datta,
Becky
should
datta.
have doubted. Or like here, that you should fight in this country.
ありがとう。
気にしなくていい。
気にしなくていい。習式です。術式です。術式です。普通の人は使いません。OK。OK。外科と手術は普通の人は使う。でも、術式使いません。
これしかないけど。
こんなの間違ってる。この国で戦うべきよ、ダニ。これはアレホがくれたプレゼントよ。生き延びるの。個人や軍隊の時みたいに。
And when Becky is used with suru
Bro,
to do,
the more I learn Japanese, the more I love it. Like I feel I'm going to learn it faster now.
this can be seen both used as suru Becky
我々はこれら重大な問題にどう対処するべきか考えねばならない。
or su Becky, like seen here, a day that should be commemorated. Kinen subeki hi.
記念すべき日。
本日
は
記念すべき日となる。
記念すべき日とある。
日となる。
となる。
我々に新たな仲間が加わることとなった。
It can also be used to modify a noun. So instead of using da at the end of Becky, you can put a noun directly after Becky. This modifies the following noun. Like here, people who should be cut down.
武士か。
牛か。
馴染みのない顔。
気安く振る舞うでない人殺しか。
思い違いでござろう。拙者は切られるべきものにのみ刀を抜いたまでじゃ。
Okay, so Becky ではないか。What is this?
嫌な予感がす
嫌な予感がする。そう、Becky だった。できる。
今日も特筆すべきことは起こらなかった。
There are 900 Beckys.
料理を手伝うべきだろうか。
料理を手伝うべきだろうか。Should I help with the cooking? 料理を手伝うべきだろうか。
料理を手伝うべきだ
Who
ろう
is
か。
Becky and why is wants to kill wants to kill everybody. There are a lot of Beckys. Becky, it's an easy grammar point. Becky seems like a good girl. 今私がなすべきこと。
今私がなすべきこと。
This is what I should do. 今私がなすべきこと。A lot of Beckys, a lot of Beckys.
なし得るものがなすべきをなす。
But unfortunately, we're not going to find a Becky in Naruto because, or One Piece because, Nadeshiko doesn't work. Becky だった。There is no Becky for Naruto today. Unfortunately. Okay, so Becky. The next grammar point is Becky. Becky, which is an easy grammar point to be honest. Just press enter. Nadeshiko is betraying us today. Not going to lie. I was hoping today, I was like imagining throughout the day, I would put a lot of Naruto sentences today for 2-3 grammar points. But I feel betrayed. Not going to lie. I feel disappointed as well. Only 2 sentences for Bakari de naku. And not a single Naruto sentence. I feel the betrayal. We're betrayed. Nadeshiko. I was hoping for One Piece, a lot of One Piece today. Becky da, Becky de wa nai. Wait, isn't Becky de wa nai the next grammar point? Becky de wa nai is the next grammar point. Becky da, Becky de wa nai, betsu ni nai. Okay, betsu ni nai is different. Okay, so Becky da, Becky de wa nai, Becky nai. Put it in the middle. Which explanation should we use for Becky? Becky core meaning should, ought to, it is expected that. It expresses moral obligation, social responsibility, logical conclusion based on common sense, stronger than hogai, not as absolute as nakereba naranai. Verb dictionary form, ikubeki, should go, surubeki, should do, ikubeki de wa nai, should not do, shouldn't do. Becky itself is a noun, so it often ends with da de wa nai. What Becky is used for: moral, societal, social duty as a person, adult, professional. This is expected. Speaker believes this is clearly the right choice. Logical expectation based on facts. Something should be true. What not to use Becky for? Personal preferences. Wait, so moral, social duty as a person, adult, professional, this is expected. This is Becky. So Becky is a moral, social duty. Strong advice. Speaker believes this is clearly the right choice. So Becky is for advice, is for moral, social duty, and it's for logical expectation. Based on facts, Becky should be involved. But Becky is not used for personal preferences, light suggestions. It should be advice, not light suggestions. Casual advice to superiors. You cannot use Becky for superiors. They'll be angry. Emotional and encouragement. You should not use Becky for encouragement. Let's just look for examples of both Becky de wa nai, because does negation justify to call it a different? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what.
俺たちは
Game Gengo says. Maybe we combine it, huh? Maybe it's better to combine it because it's just a negative.
この世に存在するべきではない。
存在するべきではない。We should not exist in this world. 俺たちはこの世に存在する means to live, to exist. Oh, no, 存在 I saw 存在 in Duolingo means to exist. 私たちはこの世に存在するべきではない。
べきではない。
愚かだな。風間仁。
ではない is the negative form of the previous Becky should. Here we have Becky ではない to express that you should
It's the same. It's just negative.
not.
このように存在するべきではない。
And just like Becky だ, the conjugation rules are exactly the same. So like seen here in Tekken 8, 存在するべきではない we should not exist. Or like seen here, すべきではない should not do.
何があったんですかね。
何があったんですか
過去に
ね。
執着すべきではない。僕は前進し続ける。時計のように。
時計
And
の
we
よう
also
に。
see it used in more casual speech as
逃げるべきではないか？ Shouldn't we run away?
じゃない Like seen here in Star Wars,
べきじゃないか？
逃げるべきじゃないか？
逃げるべきじゃないか？
俺のことは心配しないでくれ。だがもうここは安全じゃない。
安全じゃない。It's not safe.
だからすぐにお前は逃げるべきじゃないか。
逃げるべきじゃないか。
わしは別に困って。
Okay, so べきだな、べきではない、and べきじゃない。Both are similar. 約束は守るべきだ。I should protect you. Promises should be kept. 約束を守る。To keep a promise. 約束は守る。約束は守るべきだ。Promises should be kept. As a general moral rule, not personal advice. It's not a personal advice. Okay, so it's a rule. 約束は守るべきだ。もっと早く寝るべきだ。You should sleep early more. It's a strong advice. It's not a slight suggestion. You should go to bed earlier. 人を見下すべきではない。You shouldn't look down on others. It's a negative form. So Becky is just like English ought to. You ought to. So you ought to is not to should, basically. Because from the sentences I've seen, oh, there is a should. You ought to not look down on others. You ought to go to bed earlier. Ought to has a moral implication as well. Okay. Ought to sounds different than should. Like I think Becky it's perfect to call it ought to. Promises ought to be kept. Okay. 方がいい means weak. Becky strong, moral. So ought to has moral implication. Becky also has moral, logical duty. なければならない very strong rules, obligations. Becky is moral and 方がいい is casual advice, slight suggestion. Common mistakes using Becky for feeling. 楽しむべきだ sounds cheerful, sounds forceful and natural. Okay. 楽しみた instead た方がいい. Using it casually with superiors. Break down Becky ではない in depth. Okay, Becky バズ。はず。What's はず? はずは何ですか? It is very formal that is why you probably don't hear it very often in English. Often ought ought to is very formal, huh? Ought to. I kind of know ought to, but yeah, I do not know it very well in English, to be honest. I ought to do something. Well, I probably learn it, but yeah, it's very rarely used, exactly. But ought to is moral, so the moral is what defines beki. So nakereba naranai is must, rules, obligations. Beki is moral, like it's moral for promises to be kept, mamoru. It's moral to not look down, beki de wa nai, to not look down on others. Shouldn't look down on others. And also for advice, for a strong advice. It's moral, it's helpful. You ought to sleep well early so that you wake up early. Okay. I think I understand. Beki is moral. Beki is moral, basically. What does GPT say, though, in Gemini? Hazu is more like... Hazu! We did Hazu. Okay. Hazu. Hazu ga nai. Impossible. Hazu is should. Okay. Yeah, I thought Hazu... That's right. Hazu is... where is it? Hazu is just beki. So this is moral. Hazu just means should. Aitsu wa katsu hazda. I should win that guy. He should win. He should be winning. That guy should be winning. Hazu ga nai. Hazu ga nai means impossible. Okay, yeah, we did. I don't remember if we did Hazu in the N4 grammar point, but we definitely did Hazu. I remember Hazu from JLab. Okay, Hazu. Hazda. Should be somewhere. He should be somewhere. Verb. Beki is a fundamental grammar point expressing duty, advisability, or strong recommendation. Verb, beki bekida, suru bekida, su bekida, both are correct. Subeki is slightly more formal, written. Verb, beki de wa nai, negative, de aru, bekida, for nouns, should be student. How to connect, iku bekida, iu, kao, iu bekida. I don't know this. Pay attention. I don't know what this kanji is. Exception, suru, has two forms. Surubeki and subeki. Okay, exactly what Gengo said. And subeki, classical formal, often written. This pattern expresses should or ought to. Ought to. It conveys a strong sense of moral obligation, social duty, or logical necessity. It is not a gentle suggestion, but rather the speaker believes is the right or correct course of action. Strong recommendation or obligation based on common sense, rules, ethics, or logic often implies there is a correct choice. It has sound assertive, preachy, or judgmental if used directly towards someone's actions. Softer alternatives exist. Ta ho ga ii. Ta ho ga ii is softer. Okay. Beki de wa nai means should not. Ought to not. Maybe it was Genki. Probably Genki. Yeah, we hazu. But no, I definitely remember sentences from JLab. Hazu ga nai. Or he should be somewhere. Iru somewhere. Hazda something. Example sentence. Wait, did we do Hazu for N4? Wait, let's check. Browse. Hazu. Hazu ga nai. Oh, we did. Okay, there it is. No, this is JLab. Hazda, there it is. Hazda. Grammar point hazda is used to Japanese to express expectation. Mou kuru hazu nandakedo. He should have come by now. もう来るはずなんだけど。いいはずだよ。should be good. 君だけが特別なんじゃないはずだ。Yeah, no, はずだ is easy. はずだ is easy. I thought, in the past, I thought that Becky, because I still didn't do Becky at that time, I thought Hasda was the same as Becky. But what's the difference between... What's Hasda? Hasda is just... Hasda is just should. Hasda. Hasda, the grammar point Hasda is used in Japanese to express expectation, assumption, or logical conclusion. It translates to should be, ought to be, or supposed to be. In English, Hasda is used when the speaker believes something is true based on logic, evidence, or prior knowledge, but they are not 100% sure. So there is no moral for Hazu. Well, both can be translated as should, but the usage in Japanese differs. So there is no moral obligation for Hazu. 彼は来るはずだ. He should come. You cannot say 彼は来るべきだ. You cannot say that. いいはず. この問題は簡単なはずだ. This problem should be easy. You cannot say この問題は簡単なべきだ. You cannot say that. There is no moral obligation in this sentence. 彼女は元気なはずだ. She's good. She should be fine. 今日は休みのはずだ. It's just simple. Oh, I mean, you could, but then you put the moral burden on him to come. Okay. The moral burden, but I don't know. It doesn't sound. 彼は来るべきだ. So you put the moral burden on him to come? He should come. He ought to come. So it's strong. I feel like Becky is stronger. Like he ought to come. He needs to come, because if he doesn't come, it's going to be morally unethical. It is his moral duty at that point to come. Yeah. So okay, so Becky is like a stronger you have a duty. If you use Becky, you have a duty to do that action. But when you say Hazu, as it said here, it's based on logic, evidence, or prior knowledge, but not 100% certain. With Hazu, based on calculations, based on logic, you say he should come because he said so, because he wrote a message. But when you put Becky, there is a moral duty for him to come. He ought to come. It's not that he must come, but he ought to come. So 彼は来るべきだ. So it's a funeral. It's a funeral, okay? His father died. He is in a different city. You can't say 彼は来るはずだ. But also you can say 彼は来るべきだ. お父さんを見るので to see his father, you know? Or his father is sick, whatever, not funeral. His father is sick in the 病院, in the hospital. So 彼は来るべきだ. 彼は来るべきだ. It's his moral duty to come and see his father in the bed, in the hospital. Hasda could be, but it would have a different meaning. He sent me a message and 彼は来るはずだ. He sent a message based on logical. He sent a message, he will be here in tomorrow. Yes, or say 彼が来た方がいいんだ. He better come. He better come also can be true. It depends on if I am angry with him, he better come. Okay, okay. I like this way of explaining things. Bro, Yuki. Now I understand better. Okay, so hasta hogai. Hogai means he better come. Ta hogai. Oh, no, this is not. It is hogai. No, it is, yeah. Hogai, he better come. He better come. So he better come is very strong. Bekida, Kuru Bekida, is moral. It's his duty. He must come and see his father. Hasda, it's he should come now. There is no moral. There is no must. He sent a message. He should come by now or by tomorrow, whatever. Okay, okay. So that's how you understand. That's how you understand grammar points. Very interesting. Very interesting. So Bekida, Hasda, and Hogai. Moshiroi. Ta Hogai depends on how you put it. It can also be neutral. It can be neutral. You better come. He better come. Can be neutral. Yeah, I don't understand how that can be, to be honest. He better come. Wait, what do you mean can be neutral? Not only for angriness? Maybe like he better come because it's his duty as well. Just like Becky. He better come before it's too late. Iku Becky da. Iku, okay, I understand. Pattern expresses should, ought to, conveys a strong moral obligation, social duty, or logical necessity. It is not gentle suggestion, but rather what the speaker believes is the right or correct course of action. Core meaning, strong recommendation or obligation based on a common sense, rules, or ethical logic. It often implies there is a correct choice. It can sound assertive, preachy, or judgmental. If used directly towards someone's actions, softer alternatives exist. Ta hoga ii. Shujitsu. Shujitsu o No, this is not Shujitsu. Why did I say Shujitsu? Tegami. Yeah, Tegami. I confused it with the previous one, with the Shujitsu. Tegami o kaita hoga ii. I better write a letter and not doing something else. Tegami o kaita hoga ii. But you cannot say tegami o kaita ho beki da. I mean, they both start with te, yeah. That's why I confused it. I just looked at the te. So you cannot say beki da because you can not use it for personal preferences. Personal preferences. You cannot use it for yourself. Beki. You cannot use beki for yourself. Light suggestion, casual advice, or superior. Ta hogai. Beki de wa nai means should not. Example sentence analysis. Beki da. Gakusei wa motto benkyou suru beki da. Benkyou suru beki da. The speaker states what they believe is the correct duty of a student. Okay, which explanation should we put? Unless you put a moral burden on yourself and remind yourself that this is the only moral action you can do. Ah, okay. So only personal preferences are not allowed. But moral burden on yourself is allowed. Okay. Casual advice to emotional encouragement. Using Becky toward a boss can sound rude or judgmental. Okay. It's expected that. Grammar point Becky da should moral obligations, social responsibility, stronger than hogai, not as absolute as nara nakereba naranai. Suru subeki da. Okay. Beki itself is a noun, often ends with da. Every boss should receive more more bekis. Bro, I was going to say I cannot wait to say beki to a boss. Bekis. Bro, it's okay. So we've got very deep in the Beki science. We've got so deep in the Beki science. Beki no gaku. Beki no gaku. Okay, okay. Wakarimasu, wakarimasu. So now the only thing we need is to see some examples to really understand Beki. Beki is a complicated woman. Is a very complicated woman, to be honest. Important notes, comparison, tahogai. Tahogai, this is a crucial difference. Tahogai would be better, softer advice. Bekida, you should, stronger base, telling a friend. Kusuri o nomu hoga ii yo. You better drink your kusuri. Kusuri o nomu beki da. You should take medicine. You ought to take medicine to get healthy. Bekida is neutral. Beki de aru. Okay. Alright. Let's start with Beki's. So this is for herself. Should I help with the cooking? It's a moral obligation. Is it morally, am I obliged morally to help with the cooking? So she's putting a moral burden on herself. Ryori o tetsudau beki daro ka? Am I obliged morally to help with the cooking, or should I just let them cook on their own? And I sit and wait. Ryori o tetsudau beki daro ka? Should I help with the cooking? I don't think this requires any breakdown. It's simple. This is a strong advice. Daigakuin ni shingaku suru. Advance shingaku suru beki da to omou. You should go to... This is a strong advice. Okay. 大学院に進学するべきだと思う。俺が本当は死ぬべきだったのに。Is this anime? Wait, let's check it out. If it's anime, it will need to wait a little bit for the dorama. Yes, okay. Let's let it wait a little bit for the dorama to be complete. So this is a strong advice. Okay. 大学院に進学するべきだと思う。I think you should advance to Becky. Logic. Okay. Tom. 3 messages remaining. Start a free plus trial. 大学院に進学するべきだと思う。I think someone should go to graduate school. Yeah, no, okay. So Becky is a strong advice, judgment, but why this sounds polite, soft enough? To omou makes it softer, becomes your opinion, not a command, very common in discussion, counseling, interviews, whatever. Small nuance, surubeki, subeki. Both are correct, standard, safe, surubeki. Subeki, more concise, slightly formal. So this is also fine. Wait, so this was surubeki. Okay, done. ちゃんと確認しておくべきだった。ちゃんと確認 確認しておくべきだった。what is this?
ちゃんと確認しておくべきだった。
No.
だから効率よりも安全性を重視すべきだ。
Since we are transporting important goods, safety over efficiency.
スタートさせるべきなんじゃないかと思って。
べきなんじゃないと思って。In a more proper way.
スタートさせるべきなんじゃないかと思って。
絶対画家になるべきだよ、麦野くん。絶対画家になるべきだよ、麦野くん。
麦野くん。絶対画家。So this is a strong advice. Strong suggestion.
絶対画家になるべきだよ、麦野くん。
Okay, this is a strong advice.
絶対画家になるべきだよ、麦野くん。
画家。画家 means painter. 画家。画家になるべきだよ。おみがくん。麦野くん。麦野。Okay. 画家 is a painter. You have to, not you should, or you ought to. You should be a painter. Mugino-kun. Should be a painter, Zeta. You should definitely be a painter, Mugino. Zetai. Gaka ni naru. Okay.
食べてみるべきなんじゃないかなって。
食べるみるべきなんじゃないかなって。I thought maybe I should try all the products first.
食べてみるべきなんじゃないかなって。
じゃないかなって。
食べてみるべきなんじゃないかなって。
Is this a moral obligation? Is there any morality in this sentence? Maybe to try everything before deciding. It's more moral to try all before deciding on something. I should try all the products first. There is a first. So there is a moral in this sentence. Moral duty. This sentence is heavily contracted and softened spoken Japanese phrase. 食べてみるじゃないんかって。食べてみる to try eating, to give it a try. Maybe we should try eating it. Okay, wait. Translation. Maybe we should try eating. Maybe we should try eating all the products first. Is from context. So what does context say? There is the context. まずはすべての商品を Okay. This is the context. Exactly. It's a perfect sentence. まずは okay. Beautiful. まずはすべての商品means products. 商品 So now that we got the context, we don't need these brackets. まずは first 食べてみる It's perfect. The translation is perfect. First, I thought maybe I should try eating all the products and then decide based on my moral. The most basically, he's saying the correct thing morally is to try all the products, to try to eat all the products first, and then decide on what to do. Okay. "まずは first すべての商品を食べてみるべきなんじゃないかって。I think we should probably start by trying all the products. 食べてみる try doing まずは first step by step べきなんじゃないかって。Okay, no, perfect. It's excellent Japanese. Why does DeepSeek speak to me in English? Okay, done. Bro, I can't wait for the day I would not need English and only Nihongo. 英語じゃない。日本語。はい。
事前に決めておくべきことをこんなところで。
次元 or 事前。
事前に決めておくべきことをこんなところで。
事前に決めておく。事前に決めておくべきことをこんなところで。Should have discussed this beforehand. Decided. ごめん。
こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。
こそするべきだと思う。I think this is the right time to get married.
こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。
Okay.
事前に決めておくべきことをこんなところで。
I mean, English is still useful for learning other languages because there are more resources for language learning. No, I agree completely.
事前に決めておくべきことをこんなところで。
I agree completely. Yeah, it's absolutely correct. But I was talking. I meant that when learning Nihongo, I wouldn't need to translate, to English. I want to reach to the point that I would only need Nihongo to learn Nihongo. Like only, for example, the DeepSeek here. I want to reach a point to read all of this and not need any English assistance, I want to be able to read all of this. Like read a Nihongo to Nihongo dictionary, To reach to a point to learn Japanese only by immersion. Exactly, yeah. This is true. Only by reading this, Read Nihongo to Nihongo dictionary. I don't need any assistance from other language. No English, no nothing. Don't you think you should study more? Ray, so I could... Now I'm only reading the sentence, only the sentence. The rest is in English. But I want to reach a level that that to read all of this, Bunpo something, Fukasu, Bunpo Fokasu, Grammar Focus. これは、アドバイスや whatever that means. To read all of the rest, not only the juice, not only the sentence. もっと勉強するべきなんじゃない? Don't you think you should study more? But yeah, bro, I cannot wait for that day to happen. Advice. Advice is advice. Okay. Advice. Bro, English words. They are there in front of me and I cannot understand them. Advice. I thought it was something else. Okay. Wait, there is no sorry in this sentence. So it's advice. It's basically the Becky. Becky is an advice. Becky is a nice little no, it's not a nice little advice. It's a strong advice. Becky is a strong advice. Okay. Becky は、強いアドバイス。Becky は強いアドバイスですね。自然 means beforehand. Wait, isn't 自然 nature? 自然 means nature. But 自然 also means 自然 means prior. 自然 Isn't all the same? Becky doesn't give a random advice. She's very picky and very moral. Very moral. Exactly. Becky is something else. It's Jizen. It's Jizen, not Shizen. Jizen. Okay, Jizen. Becky. This is something that should have been decided in advance. In a place like this. Okay. Criticism, complaint, frustration, possible full version. こんなところで話すな。こんなところで。Okay. こんな時だからこそ means for this very reason. こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。Okay.
こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。
こそべきだと思う。Okay. Done. Precisely because of that, I think it's the right time. Precisely because of that. Overprotected Kahoko. The right time.
結婚だって。
結婚だって。
二人
で結婚だって。
結婚だって。こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。
どういうこと？
だって
誓いの言葉で言うだろ。やめる時も健やかなる時もって。
きっと
結婚ってのはどんな時も愛し合うってことなんだと思う。
愛し合うってことなんだと思う。
だから
結婚だって
今みたいに最悪な時だからって。
結婚だって means 結婚も。結婚だって means also. Okay. 結婚だって。結婚だって。There are 20 sentences for 結婚だって。
偽装結婚だって。
結婚だって。Wait, search it exact. 結婚だって。結婚だって。Okay, sound, put it here. 結婚だって。sentence. 結婚だって。こんな時だ I think we should get married now. I think we should get married, especially at a time like this. Okay. 結婚だって. It's very nice to have the complete context. I used to not be aware of the complete context. Not sure though if this was 結婚だって or 結婚だって. No, it's 結婚だって is the first choice. There is no comma.
結婚だって。
結婚だって. What does GPT say? 結婚だって even. Ah, no, it's even. It's correct. So だって means more. Even also after all. 結婚だって. So だって means more. 結婚だって。こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。Okay, okay, beautiful. Beautiful. 一緒にいてほしい。いや、いるべきだ。
一緒にいてほしい。いや、いるべきだ。
こんな時だからこそするべきだと思う。
だって is a grammar point as well. だって。だって。だって。There is だって。Is there a difference between だって and だって? Not the same, huh? Maybe it's N2? There's only one. Okay, anyways. So, wait, how many? しかるべき. Okay, let's add this one sentence. Did we add enough sentences for べきだって? Maybe we need more. How many did we add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we need more? 持つべきもの。
やっぱり持つべきものは友達だな。
やるべき。It's valuable work that needs doing.
はした金で示談すべきではない。
はした金。示談。示談すべきではない。
はした金で示談すべきではない。
示談すべきではない。Okay. 示談すべきではない。It shouldn't be settled privately. はした金 means small change, odd money. はしたべきではない。はしたべきではない。はしたで、示談。示談 means settle, to settle down. You shouldn't settle for a trivial amount of money. What is privately? There is no privately. You shouldn't settle for a small amount of money is a better translation. Okay. Done. It's not morally correct to settle for a small amount of money.
なんか自分で買うべきもんな気もするしな。
自分がべきもん気もする。I think it's something I feel like it's something I should buy myself.
なんか自分で買うべきもんな気もするしな。
自分で買うべきもんな気もするんしゃ。Okay. Think is something I should buy myself. 何か自分で買うべきもんな気もするんしゃ。I kind of feel like I should buy something myself. 何か。Okay. The sentence 俺が And we continue tomorrow with Becky because it's actually kind of 2 grammar points. So we need more sentences. 俺が本当は死ぬべきだったのに。死ぬべきだった。I should have been the one who died. 俺は本当俺が本当は死ぬべきだったのに。死ぬべきだったのに。俺が本当は死ぬべきだったのに。I should have been the one who died. We don't need a breakdown for this. Thanks for the sentence. Why is GPT thanking me? This is one is emotionally heavy, but grammatically is very clear, dramatic. 俺が本当べきだった。Yeah, no, it's very... It doesn't even need a breakdown, to be honest. Very clear. 俺が本当は死ぬべきだったのに。Okay. KM. I'm saying KM. Okay, today Becky, tomorrow evil twin. Oh, Yuki, bro. Thank you very much. It was a very good day. We learned a lot about Becky. Becky da. Becky datta. Becky de wa nai. Oh, it was a very important day, not going to lie. So yeah, thank you, Yuki. Thank you very much. さて、このBeckyを終わりにしよう。Let's end Becky now. And また明日。And おやすみなさい。このBeckyを終わりにしよう。Yeah. Thank you very much. And おやすみなさい。